Why are some nations turning their backs on the USA? What is driving these countries to align themselves more closely with China in 2025? Could this growing alliance be reshaping global power forever? In a world gripped by rising tensions, economic battles, and political shifts, the global chessboard is undergoing massive changes. The competition between China and the USA is no longer just about trade wars or technological supremacy, it's about alliances, influence, and long-term strategy. While America continues to project its military and economic power across continents, China has been quietly building relationships with countries that feel sidelined, pressured, or even sanctioned by the West. These alliances aren't random. From resource-rich nations to countries under political strain, many have found a reliable partner in China, one that doesn't lecture them about democracy or impose strict conditions for support. In return, China gets loyalty, strategic access, and global support in its confrontation with the USA. Welcome to Wanderlust Ventures. In today's explosive episode, we're uncovering 10 powerful countries that stand with China against America. Whether it's for military backing, financial aid, or ideological alignment, these countries have chosen a side, and it's not the one you'd expect. Before we dive deep, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an eye-opening global story from us. Number 10. Myanmar. Is China's support keeping its regime alive? Why does Myanmar trust China over America? Could China's influence be keeping the military junta in power? Following the 2021 military coup, Myanmar faced intense global condemnation, with America leading sanctions and diplomatic isolation. But China? It extended a hand, recognizing the junta, continuing infrastructure investments, and pushing forward the Belt and Road Initiative in the region. China sees Myanmar as a vital strategic corridor to the Indian Ocean, bypassing the Strait of Malacca. In return, Myanmar leans heavily on China for economic survival and political legitimacy, turning its back on America's democratic ideals. Number 9. North Korea. North Korea, a rogue ally in China's corner? Is China the only reason North Korea still stands strong? Could America ever isolate Pyongyang without Beijing? North Korea remains one of China's most loyal, albeit problematic, allies. Despite international sanctions led by America, China continues to provide North Korea with food, fuel, and political cover on the global stage. Though China doesn't always agree with Kim Jong-un's nuclear ambitions, it values North Korea as a buffer against American forces in South Korea and Japan. Their alliance is driven more by strategy than friendship, but it's unbreakable. Number 8. Russia. A dangerous duo threatening the West? Are China and Russia forming the ultimate anti-USA alliance? Could this be the beginning of a new Cold War? With the ongoing Ukraine war and crippling sanctions from the West, Russia has found a lifeline in China. Not only has Beijing boosted trade with Moscow, but the two powers have also held joint military exercises and deepened their diplomatic coordination. Together, they challenge America's global dominance, pushing alternative financial systems, supporting authoritarian regimes, and creating a multipolar world where the USA no longer calls all the shots. Number 7. Iran. Iran, the enemy of America, the friend of China? Why is Iran embracing China in 2025? Can China replace America's influence in the Middle East? America's long-standing sanctions have forced Iran to look east. In 2021, Iran signed a 25-year strategic cooperation agreement with China worth over $400 billion. From oil exports to infrastructure development, Iran now relies heavily on Chinese investments. Moreover, both nations share a desire to counter American hegemony. Iran gains economic relief, while China secures energy security and a strong foothold in a volatile yet strategically vital region. Number 6. Pakistan. Pakistan, China's iron brother against the USA? Could Pakistan ever choose China over decades of alliance with America? Has that moment already arrived? Once a key American ally in the war on terror, Pakistan now calls China its all-weather friend. From nuclear cooperation to massive infrastructure projects like the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPC, the relationship has grown rapidly. America's shifting alliance with India and criticism of Pakistan's internal politics pushed Islamabad closer to Beijing. For Pakistan, China offers money, weapons, and unconditional support, without lectures. If you're finding this video insightful, go ahead and smash that like button and leave us a comment. Do you think Pakistan made the right choice siding with China? We'd love to hear your take. Number 5. Zimbabwe, turning its back on the West for China's support? How did Zimbabwe become one of China's most vocal allies? What does it gain from opposing America? After years of Western sanctions and political isolation, Zimbabwe turned to China for help. Beijing responded with infrastructure deals, loans, and trade agreements, without demanding political reform. In return, Zimbabwe has been a consistent voice in international forums backing China on Taiwan, Hong Kong, and human rights, often in defiance of America's position. It's a classic case of mutual benefit in a world divided by ideology. Number 4. Cambodia. Cambodia, a quiet pillar of China's Southeast Asia strategy? Why is Cambodia letting China dominate its politics and economy? Is it a tactical move against the USA? Under Prime Minister Hun Sen, Cambodia has become one of China's closest allies in Southeast Asia. Beijing has poured billions into Cambodia's infrastructure and military, while Phnom Penh has blocked ASEAN initiatives critical of China, especially on the South China Sea, directly opposing America's agenda. As America criticizes Cambodia for democratic backsliding, China offers unwavering support, proving that economic dependence often trumps democratic values in today's geopolitics. Number 3. Venezuela, China's ally in America's backyard. How did a collapsing Venezuelan economy become a key partner of China? Can China challenge America in its own hemisphere? Venezuela's socialist government, under both Chavez and Maduro, has long opposed American policies. Facing sanctions, hyperinflation, and economic collapse, Venezuela found a partner in China. Billions in loans, oil for credit deals, and diplomatic backing have kept Venezuela afloat. This relationship is more than economic. It's a direct challenge to America's influence in Latin America, once considered Washington's uncontested backyard. Number 2. Serbia. Serbia, China's European gateway against America? Why is a European country cozying up to China while distancing itself from the USA and EU? Serbia has embraced China as a strategic and economic partner. From COVID-19 vaccine diplomacy to infrastructure projects and digital surveillance deals, China's footprint in Serbia has expanded massively. Serbia even defends China's policies on Taiwan and Xinjiang, something rare for a European nation. While the USA pushes for democracy and human rights, Serbia sees in China a partner who delivers results without criticism. Number 1. Belarus. Belarus, the loyal Eastern ally backing China boldly? Can Belarus truly stand up to America for China's sake? What does it gain from such a risky stance? Belarus under President Alexander Lukashenko is one of China's staunchest defenders. As a country already isolated from the West due to its authoritarian regime and close ties with Russia, Belarus found a natural partner in Beijing. China has invested heavily in Belarus' economy, infrastructure, and industrial zones. In return, Belarus backs China on every diplomatic front, from Taiwan to Hong Kong, positioning itself firmly against America's global narratives. As we've seen, China's global strategy is working. Through trade, military alliances, infrastructure investments, and diplomatic support, it has built a loyal circle of nations willing to challenge the might of the USA. Whether driven by economic desperation, political survival, or ideological alignment, these countries have chosen China, not America, as their preferred partner on the world stage. So, what do you think? Is this the rise of a new global order? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more powerful global insights and bold political truths. Stay tuned, stay informed. This is Wanderlust Ventures.